Hello everyone, I'm Yeti from the UFU Gaming, and today we're gonna check out Tinkerlands, a Shipwrecked Adventure. So this is actually a prologue for an upcoming game called Tinkerlands that is expected to release in 2025. It's not like the first chapter of the game, and the save won't carry over to the full game. It's kind of like its own little adventure set in the same world as Tinkerlands. So it's just to give you an idea of what that game is gonna be, but it will still be missing various features. It's an open world survival craft, very similar to Terraria and Necess and games like that, but one of the things that will set it apart from those is that it's going to be centered around shipbuilding, for instance, and map making. Apparently you'll be able to find and create maps, and depending on which map you use, the islands that you're gonna explore is gonna change. So that sounds pretty interesting, and I'm quite excited about it, but we will see how it turns out, right? So anyway, options wise, of course there's not that many. It's a prologue, so it's always a bit limited, but as you can see there are quite a lot of languages available here, so that of course will also be the case for the full game, I would expect. A few graphic settings here, but I'm gonna turn the screen shake off because I am not a fan of that. I do have a tendency to get motion sick in games, so that's not something I like, and there's gonna be some big boss fights, and then usually the screen will be shaking a lot, right? And then of course we have some audio settings, so let's just leave that, and then we are gonna jump into this. And as you can see, I have actually been playing a little bit, and then I just figured, well, maybe I should just try and make some videos. So we are gonna start a new game, and then we'll see how it goes, right? Oh boy. You are awake. I am indeed. Where am I? How are you feeling? Can you move with WASD? Yes. Do you think there's anything left on this ship? Which is kind of an obvious little clue to go and check out this chest. And I was actually a little confused at first because I expected kind of a pop-up or something like an E or something, but just move your cursor over and then you can right click to interact with stuff, and we are gonna be needing that a lot. It's kind of the location of your cursor that determines where you are gonna be pointing, shooting, hitting stuff, right? Because I was clearly not the only one who was a little stumped by that when I started playing that. You know, you kind of have to move your cursor over. It's not the first game I've played that was like that, but recently most of the games I've played had the typical, you know, move up to things and then you get a pop-up. So anyway, we can press tab, as shown down here, to open our inventory, and we got a pickaxe. We got a wood axe, and we got a stick with a weapon. Let's put that over here. We got some torches for some lighting. And we got some bread, increases max health point by 50. It's a temporary buff. Then we can collect some coins, stack to nearby chests. Nice. We can sort our inventory, we can delete items, and then we can equip some stuff over here. Cool. Okay. Well, first of all, let's just grab this little chest here. And then we're gonna remove some stuff so that we can actually get over here and talk to this person. It looks like we're stranded here and the captain is missing. Could you please explore the island and find the captain? So that sounds like that's like our main thing to do. Here I found this map. I was a little slow to read that, but okay. But anyway, we activated our map up here, and we can press M to see the full map. We almost didn't make it. Something tells me we're going to spend some time on this island. Haha, so we have a guide, and it works like in Terraria, so you can put stuff in here, and then we can see all the things we can actually craft with some wood. Of course, we'll need other resources as well, as you can see. So there we go. So far it's pretty familiar if you have played some of these types of games. There's also like a little what is that called? Exclamation point. So we have our main island. It's actually a pretty big map to explore for a prologue. Then we have some goals down here where you need to craft the working table, pickaxe, axe, and a bunch of other things. And the last one, find and save the captain. So I think that's kind of the main goal of the game. Okay, and then when it's nighttime, you see it's already, I feel like it's already gotten a little bit dark here. When it's nighttime, monsters will come out. I'm not actually sure if they do the first night, because I didn't feel like there was much the first night when I first tried to play it. But it's not... Oh, there we go. Let's try and switch. But it's not too difficult to fight them, but there's gonna be boss fights, and the first boss actually has a 25% chance of appearing each day. I think after the first night or something, or on the first day. I don't know exactly how the rules are, I don't remember. I just read that something that Dev said, because someone was a bit surprised that they got a boss fight very early in the game. So anyway, let's just grab some of all this, because we're gonna need it, because we are gonna have to build a house here for our guide. But we can actually walk out into the water here. I don't know if there's deep water anywhere. Okay, you're running it. Oh, I can reach you from here. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, so we got a doubloon and a shell. And yes, there was a little spelling mistake in doubloon, but that is also something that they are gonna fix. Someone already reported that. Let's see, let's just grab some of our lists. Okay, so it also kind of hints us towards the fact that we should press V down here, which shows you the community members available in the prologue. So of course we have the guide, which we've already met. We need to build a house with minimum 9 tiles, a light source, and it has to be surrounded by walls, and then there also has to be a working table. And once you do that, once you have a house that meets these requirements, you just have to hit V again, and then down here there will be an option that says invite to move in. You don't have to, I think you can probably also walk over to them and ask them to move in. I don't remember, but you can definitely do it down here. And then there are some other people we haven't met yet, but currently 3 of them are available to move in. So that is definitely something we're gonna have to work on, right? So, but first, I think we're just gonna clear everything on this island so that we have a little bit of building materials. Here we go. And then we have like a hook over here, but we need a better tool before we can remove that. So let's just do this. And yeah, my first thought when I was playing this the first time, I was a bit like, oh man, this is, you know, just like Terraria. Because, well, first there was the guide, and then you'll see with the, well, I don't know if it is the first boss or if there's more than one. That might be the one that you encounter first, kind of like in Terraria, you might not necessarily meet the first boss first, right? If you guys have played that game, of course. Now I'm kind of assuming, but not everyone has played that. So I kind of thought it was a little much how much it looked like Terraria, but once I got a little bit further into it, it kind of piqued my interest. It's actually pretty cool and has some fun things of its own. And I've only played, yeah, probably an hour, because part of the time, my play time in the other game, I was AFK because I was kind of leaving some feedback and stuff while I was playing. So I don't think I played more than max an hour. So we also have this guy. Welcome, traveling merchant. Let's see what you have. You have some bread, minecart track, gold sword. I think we can make this ourselves, all of it. Iron bow, iron staff. I have newt. That's probably a drop from an enemy, I would think. Okay, well, let's see. We are gonna need to make, let's go into the crafting menu. So we have a few things. We can make string, torches, arrows. There's the working table, which we are gonna need for the house for the guide. And to actually craft some more stuff. So that would probably be a good thing, right? So we need some more leaves. Let's go and see if we can get some more of those. Here we go. Let's see. So it looks like the world is, yeah, it is. It's procedurally generated because this looks very different than my world in the little test game I had. Okay, so we can grab all of these things too. And look at that, there's a little chest here. Haha. Oh yeah, we can go treasure hunting. Very cool. So, doubloon, rock, wood, swift wooden boomerang. Okay, let's grab that. Very nice. And then of course let's grab the chest as well, because we can always use more storage. Okay, well we're gonna grab all of this of course too, because I have to hoard everything, but I was kind of hoping to find something with a bunch of leaves. And let's grab some flowers, not that we particularly need them, but we do get some leaves from them too. And we'll probably need the flowers later, right? So here we go. Okay, so if you look at the map, it's actually pretty big. It's cool. Cool. I like it. Oh, hello. There's another NPC over here. And we got a slime. Okay. It's always a little tricky when you're in a forest like this, because you can easily get stuck on stuff. You can't just walk through the trees, so you have to kind of make sure to get around, which is one thing it's important to think about if a boss suddenly spawns, because then it's a good idea to just quickly move out to an area that's a little bit more open. Otherwise you'll easily get killed just from being stuck. I'll probably get killed anyway, because I'm not very good at all that boss fight stuff, but I do tend to really enjoy this type of game. Here we go. And the full game will also have difficulty modes. Of course there aren't any in the prologue, but it will have difficulty modes. So there we go. Let's go down here. Let's just grab this and maybe that little bush there. Okay. So let's see if we have enough so we can build our first little house, so that we can put the guide in there. I don't know if they can they probably can in the full game, but I'm not sure if they can get killed by anything in the prologue. It doesn't seem like it, because I never saw them get attacked by anything or fight anything in my little test game. And the same for the boss didn't kill them or anything, so it doesn't seem like it's something you have to worry about. You also don't lose anything when you die in the prologue. You just spawn at a house, I guess, or maybe it's just at this location here, because this is where I built the house, and then you can probably set your own spawn with a bed. So it's not very punishing, but the full game is probably gonna be a little bit different on that part, right? So let's see, this is what we needed. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna make a little work table. Look at that. That was one of our quests. Yeah, so let's grab this. And I think we're just gonna build a little house here. I think that's the idea. Oh, and another thing, in the prologue you cannot rotate items, but it will be possible in the full game to do that. So just think about that when you're building. It doesn't help to kind of plan out for that, and then you can't actually do it. And yeah, the auto-saving is a little slow. There we go. But you can exit at any time, so you don't have to wait for nightfall if you're done playing, which I really appreciate, because sometimes I feel like it's so annoying with those games where you have to play until nightfall, and then you can't exit the game, or you have to lose the progress you have if you suddenly have to leave your PC or close the PC, or if it shuts down. So it has an autosave, which seems to be once a day, and then you can always just save and exit whenever you want. So that's really nice. Let's see, it's probably a good idea, even though I really want a house, I think we're gonna start out with getting ourselves some armor. Yep, And then we do have a wooden boomerang. There's like a leaf gun, which is really nice, but we need leaves for ammo. A wooden bow would probably be a good idea. Definitely want a sawmill so that we can start making some walls. Then there's all kinds of cool things. So there are accessories. These boots are not actually some that you equip in down here, like we have wood boots we can put in there, but these boots are an accessory, which means they go in these 6 slots where you can put any accessory, and then they usually give you a boost. Like these will increase your max speed. They're like desert goggles, which will help in the desert. We'll see why when we get that far, but definitely some stuff we're gonna want to make. But for now, I did make this, so let's put that down here. Yep, there we go. And then let's make sure to equip these things. Ha! Look at that. Awesome. And then I am thinking wooden moss chest. Would probably be handy to have that here. Oh, yep, there we go. Can we? Yes. Okay, so shift left click. Then we can put some stuff away. All the stuff I don't think I need right now. Let's put that in there. And let's just put this chest in there. We can use it for more storage later. And then, so of course this one we can make a few weapons and tools and stuff. There's a little bit of stuff to food or to eat, drink, to heal up. And then we can make a few different workbenches. So we're gonna have to make some of those. But for instance, these two, the furnace and the anvil, we're gonna need to place in a different house, the blacksmith. And then of course I would probably want to make my own house too eventually, where I have everything. That would be handy, right? But for now, let's try and work on this. So we want to make, where is it? This one. Let's make... You can also change it down here. What if I press shift? No. Okay. Let's just make a bunch, and then we are gonna start doing this. Right. Okay, so let's go up so we have room for a torch. Put a torch there so we have a little bit of light in here. Right. And let's just do this, and then you can barely see the chest, but it's okay. And then we're gonna want to have a door. I don't have to make it this big at all, but there we go. Let's just do it. It's just a weird kind of shaped house I've made here. There we go. So let's go and get some more wood. And this would be our second night, so I'm curious if something is gonna appear that is gonna fight us. Okay, you'll run away from me, so let's just leave it. But it seems to be a decent way to get some coins, is to, you know, kill some of the different critters. And then of course we can find someone exploring and we'll probably sell something too. But let's see. So do you guys actually play this type of game? Well, maybe you do, maybe if you're not if you're watching the video this far, you probably do, or have an interest in them anyway. But I actually really like open world survival craft games, but I do feel like there's a long way between the good ones. Like, you know, so once you have played them, then it can be quite the wait. Like I've played Terraria, I played Nessus, then there's Kepler as well, for instance. And Starbound. Ooh, that would be another one. I haven't finished Starbound, so that's one I have to go back to. And I still have a few things in Terraria, but I've played quite a lot of them. Oh, there's Core Keeper as well. And of course some other ones, but I do feel like I have been missing something new, so I was quite excited to find this one. Okay, here we go. Let's try and see if that was enough. Also, when you walk through the water, it slows you down, so that's another thing to think about when you if you're fighting something, because that can really be the death of you. So let's go here, and we are gonna go back in here, and we are gonna, oh no, we need this one. We need a door for starters, and then we're gonna need some more of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. Let's see if that was enough. Okay, so now we have a door, and put this here. And do we actually need, yeah, it doesn't say so, but it does seem like we do need to put the put floor pieces down too. So let's make some of those. We are just gonna go with wood floor, yeah. Let's do that. Probably need a few more. Something like that. And let's see. Okay, we need a bit more. Okay, that was a lot, but we're gonna need to make more houses anyway. Okay. And there, look at that. Nice. Let's see. Aha, see, house requirements. Minimum 9 tiles. The light source, it's surrounded by walls, and we have the furniture requirement. If we go in here, you can see we're still missing a few things. And the same over here, we need to put a wooden chest down. So technically we could actually meet the requirements for all 3 of them in this house, but you can only have 1 person move in. So let's put the guide in here for starters. Create a house for the guide. Look at that, nice. Yes, we should look for resources to build a house, survive, and these things, you know. Yep. Cool. Alright, and you can, aside from the item guide where we can check what we can craft, you can also click help here. So she will give you some tips. Have you seen the entrance to the caves in the snow? Perhaps you could destroy the large rock blocking it. So I haven't really checked out a bunch of these myself when I was playing, because I kind of want to explore things myself, but it might be a good place to start if you get stuck on something, to try and check out this if you kind of get to a point where you can't progress anymore. So we got our first house built, very nice. And then I think we're gonna go and explore a little bit, try and get some resources. I know we need to build more houses, and we need to make our own house. Actually, let's just keep this. We're gonna pick up a bunch more of that, and maybe the leaves. Here we go, but I think everything else we're gonna leave in here. Yep, okay. I really would like, let's see, wooden bow. No, I didn't make one of those. No, I was only thinking about doing it. So let's go in here. Let's just make some extra ones. There we go. Some strings. And it's because I don't have enough. Okay, let's go out and get some more wood. Yep, we need to make a house for you as well. There we go. But at least we got our first NPC settled, so that's really cool. And I do like that it is procedurally generated, the map, because then it's kind of like a, you know, a new experience, and you don't know exactly where other biomes are gonna be and things like that, right? You just kind of have to explore, or where interesting POIs will be. Here we go. Let's get a bit more. And how much stone do I have? I have 22. I think we need, oh, there we go. I think we need a little bit more to be able to make things like the furnace and the anvil. Oh, that reminds me. I actually also want to make the better tools, because right now we only have stone tools, right? It would be really nice with at least a, oh, we have wooden tools. It would be nice with stone tools. So here we go. Just grab a bit more. Oh, it's getting dark. And what was it I wanted to go over here? I feel like I saw something over here and then I wanted to go for it, but Oh, I don't know what it was. Oh, that was a big one. Cool. Oh, hello. Let's fight one of these a little bit. There we go. So, oh, we got a slime voodoo doll. What is that? Oh, summons the Slime King. Yep, okay. Like I said, there are some very obvious things where it pays homage to games like Terraria, but let's not summon that just yet because I don't feel like I'm quite ready for it. So there we go. And we have the starfish. I keep remembering I could just shift click. Okay, so stone pickaxe. That was one of our quests. And an axe. Nice. So you can see then we have 4 melee damage instead of 2. Tool tier is 1 instead of 0. And pickaxe damage is 2 instead of 1. You can use them as weapons as well. And it is plus 30% damage. This one doesn't have... Oh, so this is an extra good one, it seems. So I guess it has tiers like some games where you have like, you know, you have normal and rare and legendary and all these different ones. I don't know exactly how it works here. Ooh, lucky stone axe. Ah, and it has a different name depending on that. So it's a deadly stone axe because it has more damage, and a lucky one because it has more crit chance. Oh, that's cool. Nice. I didn't notice that actually when I played a little bit before, but maybe I wasn't as lucky with my crafting. So that's nice. Let's just put these in here. We can probably sell them or something. There we go. Okay, so for this we are gonna need some sand and of course the furnace, and we are gonna need some leather. Leather for this. Then there's a tinker's table. We're gonna need wasteland wood, so that must be another biome. We're gonna need copper. That's another biome too, and bone is another biome. Okay, but let's just craft these. So we have an iron anvil, and then we're gonna need a little bit more for a furnace. Okay, we're gonna need it for the blacksmith, but let's just put it in here so we can see, right? So there's of course different tiers here. So we start with copper, then we have iron, then we have gold, and then we have the spider. Oh boy, I don't like the sound of that. Oh no, you feel like something is coming from afar. Oh boy, 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 boy. That is not good. Let's, yeah, I had a feeling. Slime King. It's just a little funny it's showing it as a spider, but where are you? Oh, you're up there. You can see it on the map. Okay. Ooh, boy. Okay, I'm so gonna die from this because I'm not I'm not at all prepared for it. And I feel like the aiming is sometimes a little bit, I don't know, I feel like sometimes there's a little bit of a, I don't know, drop off. I noticed that previously when using a bow, that it feels like sometimes things don't exactly go where... Oh boy. Where I wanted to go, and right now I'm just kind of panicking because I know I'm not gonna survive this. Here we go. Let's... Ooh. Oh. Okay, come on. Yep. Okay. Ooh. Ouch! That's not good. Oh, I can actually hold it down. I was kind of clicking, but you can actually, that helps. You can kind of hold down left click and then just move the cursor around. But there we go. So we ended up dying, which is kind of expected because it's a little early to be fighting a boss. But since we don't lose anything in the prologue, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. There we go. But otherwise, you know, we could probably just go and pick up everything we dropped. So, oh, it looks like maybe I was too far away. Usually the slimes don't despawn only the boss when you die, but it looks like they did this time. Okay, well, we need a little bit of wood, so let's just try and make that anvil, just so we have it. And then I think what we're gonna do next time is to do some exploring and get some more resources and stuff before we work on the next house. But then at least we have a couple of the requirements we need. Okay, we can also, you can move these, you just have to use the pickaxe for it and not the axe. I don't know, actually haven't really noticed if the trees do respawn, but it's nice to be able to move them if you want to, for instance, build a house there, right? There, cool. But let's just get a little bit more stone. Just to see if we can have that. Whee. Go back up here. And then that was what I wanted. No, it was the animal I already had. It's the furnace. There we go. Now we have that too, right? So now we can also melt some stuff. So we are gonna need, like I said, sand for glass. So we need to find a desert for that. There's like empty bottles, so maybe we can get into some alchemy potentially. I don't know. And then of course there are also kinds of ingots. So that's what we are gonna need for that. There's nothing else I can really. No, we definitely need to go out and do some stuff. This was, I never got the bow made, did I? I was planning to, and then I think, oh, was it because the boss came and then I got distracted? Let's make one. We don't really have any arrows yet, but we'll start getting some. We can craft them, but I don't really feel like it's worth it at this point. We'll start finding some, and as we accumulate more, well, we do get 15, so that might be okay. Let's do it anyway. So have 30, or yeah, 30. Let's put them down here. So at least we have a little bit of ranged damage. I hadn't noticed it was that many we got from one craft, so it's okay. Put all of this away. There we go. We do have a decent sized inventory, so it's not like I really feel it, but if we get distracted on exploring, we might fill it up pretty quickly. So might as well put it here, even though we don't drop it if we die at this point. So yep. Okay, well, that is it for today, guys. We are going to continue with this next time, but I do feel like it looks very, very promising, and I do promise there's going to be some more fun stuff when we kind of explore a little bit, because you might, just like me, think, oh, but it's just Terraria because there's a Slime King and a guide, and there are some very, very obvious similarities, but there are also some fun things to discover that is, you know, this game. I feel like just from the little bad part I have played before. So anyway, let me know what you thought about it, and as always, thank you for watching. Do take care and happy gaming.